Right, welcome ladies and gents. Superman trailer. Apparently Warner Brothers is not happy with it. Whatever that means. Well, we know actually, because James Gunn has responded, if you want to believe what he said anyway. So apparently there's been multiple cuts of this trailer. Warner Brothers are not happy with it. This is the initial rumour. Anyway, let's take a look actually, right? So there's this article here, and they kind of just go through it. It says, what is thought to be a couple of weeks before the big Superman trailer release, it's claimed that Warner Brothers brass isn't happy. The trailer's been worked on since at least July. This individual's own insiders filled him in with Gunn's Superman script. Is really good and solid. They also said the first footage looks really good. It's also known that James Gunn himself has been putting the finishing touches on the Superman trailer. Gunn responded to fans last month that he worked on it this weekend and confirmed it wasn't finished. It's thought that the Superman trailer release will be later in December, with the release of Disney's Mufasa, The Lion King, which gets released the weekend before Christmas on December 20th, 2024. So it's doubted that the trailer will be released next week at Brazil's big CCXP convention, because Gunn has said he won't be there. So basically the news is, right, Dan Marcus, who's a writer and filmmaker, who has done some small projects on IMDb, nothing crazy, but he claims that Warner Brothers is reportedly not happy with the Superman trailer and wants it to be made better. Quote, I'm really excited for the Superman trailer. From everything I've heard, there is enormous pressure internally from inside Warner Brothers for the trailer to be received well. Apparently, the studio asked for multiple different cuts of the trailer to find the best version. To clarify, since every trailer necessitates multiple cuts, apparently the editor cutting the trailer presented a fairly finalised version to the studio weeks ago. The studio wasn't happy and said make it better. I wouldn't want to be a part of the marketing department over there right now, which was recently gutted. So this is the tweet, right? Now we got a response from James Gunn. Initially, I can believe this, but we'll see what James Gunn says. Lots of people seem to take what James Gunn says as the gospel. Keep it at my mic. He did say The Flash was the best movie he's ever seen. I will keep banging that drum. That was offensive. That was offensively bad as a film. He said it was one of the best comic book movies he's ever seen, ever in his life. Just, you know, it's the second coming of Christ. Quite frankly, he worshipped the ground it walked on. So look, I take everything he says with a pinch of salt, but we'll see what he has to say, because he has responded to someone asking him about this. First and foremost though, guys, if you made it this far, hit subscribe. If you're new here, do turn those bell notifications on. Lots of people keep coming back to the channel and they are not subscribed, so please do that. That would be great. But anyway, let's take a look, okay? So someone literally just screenshotted it and says, hey James, is there any truth to this rumour? You're like, okay, cool. Well, what does he say? Again, remember, take it with a pinch of salt. This guy seems to love bloody The Flash. Has anyone called him out on that yet? Because he responds to everything else. Someone should be like, look, James, did you actually think The Flash was the best comic book movie ever? Because it's dog shit. Or were you just pandering to Warner Brothers because they told you to promote it? Is that what really? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, like I said, they just tweeted this out to him. And he says, well, sort of. But when he says studio, that's solely me, as the only studio involved in cutting or anything to do with the trailer is DC Studios, i.e. me and Peter Safran. And I'm the creatively demanding one. This is the exact same rigorous process I've gone through cutting every Guardians trailer. Pushing the marketing folks as hard as I can, cutting and recutting, until I think we have something worthy of the film itself. All that said, my notes are a lot more specific than make it better. What? Isn't Guardians of the Galaxy the movie that they spent like a week or something filming and they managed to cut a trailer together for? I'm very much certain it was Guardians of the Galaxy. And it released and people were like, surprise Pikachu face, what's going on? They'd like barely done any filming and they'd already released a trailer. I mean, that wasn't rigorous. Like, let's be honest. Come on. So there is some truth to it, basically. He is absolutely slave driving the marketing department. Pushing the marketing folks as hard as I can, cutting and recutting. Yeah. I mean, that's not necessarily bad. Like, that's a good thing. It means that the trailer's potentially going to be good. But if they've gutted the department as well, that's not good. Well, I mean, it is if they were just people wasting everyone else's time and not working properly. But I don't know. Anyway, someone says, make it way better. Why half measures? Way better. Do you guys already have your posters that you know are going to be the official ones you are going to release for the film? Or is that decided till later? I imagine there's been ideas and concepts thrown around for a while, but I wonder if you guys have anything concrete ready to go. Some are done, yes. Oh, so there you go. Someone really needs to ask him about Flash. Be like, look, mate, you said The Flash was the best comic book movie ever. That was clearly full of shit. Otherwise, your taste is compromised. Clearly, because that was a terrible film. So, yes, there's truth to it. Look, he still answers to someone. So this is nonsense. When he's like, oh, the owner studio's me. It's like, no, you do answer to someone, James. Like, you do. Obviously, you do. Clearly, you do. You try and play a big one with it all. Oh, it's only me. No, it's not. You do answer to someone. Right? And David Zaslav could be pushing you to be like, no, this isn't actually acceptable. Because the wording's a little bit vague. It's like, oh, the only studio is me, i.e. DC Studios, so it's me and Peter. So, look, he could still be getting told off from the top. And there is absolutely pressure for this film to do well. Like, 100%. This is the thing which... Well, Warner Brothers need to make bank anyway. They've been losing some money here and there and everywhere on films. So, they need to make bank. So, there is absolutely pressure on them to make this right and get this right. So... There you go. There's not a lot else to say on this, to be honest. This is just one of those weird situations where some of it's like a half-truth. The Superman trailer has some issues, I guess, is what this video title will be called, I guess. But it's not a million miles away from this. You know, Warner Brothers not happy with it. It's James Gunn not happy with it. But again, remember that whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing. I swear they cut that within like a week of filming. Or even days. It was ridiculous. So I would say rigorous. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If that trailer comes out and it's not amazing, your rigorous process means shit, doesn't it, really? Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Turn those bell notifications on. That'd be great. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.